Sometimes I wish that I worked in corporate. I wish that I could sit there with absolutely no history, no knowledge in the genre whatsoever, look at a project that is in active development and go, hey, Bob, I know you have been developing this incredible looking game for years now, but I think that my idea is better and you should change these aspects of it because it will totally do better overall. I feel like generally what happens in the vast majority of failed projects. Video game projects, general games, gacha games, MMOs, everything. Case in point, they are already canceling Tour Dog's new Unreal Engine 5 gacha. Tour Dog, what is that? Wait, that name sounds familiar. Tour Dog. Is that the studio behind Alchemy Stars? Hold on. Yes, that is. Okay, that's what I remember covering that game. They're canceling. So I do remember doing a video on this. Not specifically the cancellation, but the game in specific. I remember looking at this and thinking to myself, man, these characters look so freaking good, the guys and the girls. But apparently the game, they're canceling it. I don't know why. I think this was like a steampunk version of Alchemy Stars. Okay, let's see what it says. Former White Knight Aurora producer's new game halts development. Okay, so halts development doesn't necessarily mean canceled. It just means like right now they're ceasing development. Well, yeah, I guess let's take a look at for how long. Gaming News with a Z, because that's super stylish and cool, by the way, chat, has learned that the entrepreneurial project of former Midnight Polar Light, which I'm assuming is Alchemy Stars producer Touring Dog, which was exposed last year, has ceased development. So ceased development altogether. Okay, damn. Jia Chen originally served as the producer and art director of Alchemy Stars at Tencent. Alchemy Stars, chat, was a super cute grid-based gacha. I remember covering this on numerous occasions. It was actually very fun and the characters looked really good. They really did. I thoroughly enjoyed myself in that game. Beijing Yonghang Technology. He left Yonghang Technology and then Tencent System in the spring of 2023. Shortly thereafter founding Beijing. Wait, is that it? Is that it? Is there no more info? It seems investors are feeling there are too many games with similar themes saturating the market. Is that what they said? So here was the actual gameplay for it, chat. Here is the game that they were making. This was an open world action gacha. Or, semi-open world, not entirely sure. Like, this is very early in development. You remember this now, right? Yeah, I remember looking at this trailer sometime last year. It's honestly been a while. I mean, like, sure, the running animations look god-awful. But I'm assuming with time, I mean, the female animations look better, but I'm assuming with time they would remedy this. There were two main character genders, protagonist genders too. It looks fine? Yeah. Here's the combat. Honestly, this doesn't look bad at all. Like, this actually looks kinda good, chat. It's fast. The character abilities have impact. The monsters have impact. This looks good. It looks better than Rememento. I mean, that... No, I genuinely, for like pre-alpha or alpha testing, I don't see anything wrong with that combat at all. Reminds me of old MMOs. It really does, but this is from people that made two... Yeah, the character models actually look really cool. With time, resources, I think this could have ended up looking really cool. The character models do look very good, damn. Resource gathering, mining, treasure chests in the open world. Nothing revolutionary? Yeah, exactly. Before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. So, too many games with similar themes saturating the market is what investors were thinking. Really? Wait, hold on. His studio appears to be shifting their focus towards a more realistic fantasy genre now, like Final Fantasy 16 or Elden Ring. Hold on, wait. Open world anime fantasy action games are too oversaturated, chat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pivot and instead make a realistic action fantasy game like Elden Ring, because you know, every other studio isn't trying to replicate the success of Elden Ring at this juncture. So they're taking a game that they are claiming is oversaturated and making a game from a genre that they for some reason don't seem to think is oversaturated. That literally, it sounds so counterintuitive. It sounds like an actual waste of time. It is open world, yeah, it's literally Elden Ring is essentially the same thing. Like, sorry, an Elden Ring inspired gacha is gonna literally be the same thing. It might just not have an anime aesthetic. That's it, that's crazy. Had the right statistics and data, but the wrong conclusion. Yes, the investors do have a point. It's getting to a point where every new game looks the same. We need companies to innovate, not copy paste, and improve the visuals a tiny bit so it doesn't look as old as the previous one. I mean, that's essentially what Wuthering Waves did, right? And then we have Arknight, Tenfield, Azure, Promelia, all these upcoming gacha games too that look increasingly better. First time hearing about it, and apparently the last one too. So this version of the game, the one with the really cool looking anime characters, is officially canceled, but they are redirecting and moving to another, you know, style of game. So I mean, when one game shuts down, another one opens, right? Investors are right? Not really. Like, are investors right that the market is oversaturated? Yes. Are investors right in saying that Elden Ring and Final Fantasy 16 and medieval open world fantasy games are not saturated? No, they are oversaturated just as much. Mr. Tour Dog, the market for that is too saturated already. We suggest you move to another saturated market, which is exactly what I'm saying. What is wrong with it? Chinese gacha games these days are all high budget, but they lack identity. Huh. I mean, that's not entirely untrue. They did try to, for a while, all replicate the success of Genshin Impact. New game becomes very popular, revives a genre of game. Everyone tries to copy the game without doing much if at all innovation. The genre becomes saturated and dies. Only a few games are left from the genre. New game becomes very popular. Yeah, I mean, that's true. But I mean, with the gacha genre at the very least, there are plenty of games all copying the Genshin formula, and they are all innovating to some extent. What does this mean for his career? Probably that he's gonna have to create a kind of game that he doesn't like. How is that moving away from saturation? There are tons of realistic fantasy games already. Exactly. that's so bizarre. They took what was a semi-unique, well, I mean, not unique, let's be honest. It was essentially like Genshin Impact with a more, like, I don't know, darker, grungier aesthetic. Also, that seemed a little bit like an MMO, and then they're just gonna turn it into Elden Ring gacha. We already have one of those. It's called Unending Dawn, and no offense, but it's probably gonna be better than whatever this game is. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.